Hi guys, my name is Lisa Keegan from TMX Adventures, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to be able to make a beautiful coffee frappe in the Thermomix. Now don't stress if you are not a coffee drinker and you want to do chocolate, it works the same. I want to show you some hints and tips to do this. I will be doing it manually, so if you've got a TM5, TM31, TM6 or a thermocooker of some other sort, you certainly can do it in yours. I'm going to do a single serve today. You can also do multiple serves. It doesn't have to just be one serve. So let me show you how easy this is, and this is such a cost saver. Okay, if you currently buy ice breaks, frappes, those sorts of things, this is what you need to do. Now last week I showed you how easy it was to make coffee syrup in the Thermomix. I'm going to use this today, but let me tell you the tips for using instant as well as using a shot of coffee. Alright, now first thing you want to do is you want to grab your cups you're going to use and you want to put a half a cup of ice in there. Not packed down, not, don't worry too much about the quantity. If you do too much, it's going to be too sludgy, it's not going to work. So half a cup of ice into the Thermomix. I'm not going to weigh it because there's kind of no point. Do it to the cup, the size of your cup. Then you're going to put half a cup of your desired milk in there. Now I'm using almond milk. Of course, use whatever milk you prefer. If I'm home, I'd make it myself. However, we're on the road. Shortcuts are the way we live at the moment. Except I've got my Thermomix, so it's not too bad. Alright, so half a cup of almond milk. Alright, no more than that. You may need a little bit more later, actually. Just hold that thought. You may need some more. The reason you might need some more is it really depends on how much your ice to milk ratio is. It may end up being too icy still and grainy, but we'll soon see. Now this is where it depends what you want to do. You could put in a teaspoon of coffee, a teaspoon of sugar, that's instant coffee, and you've got your frappe. Or you might decide, hey, I want to do brewed coffee, so then you put your one shot of brewed coffee in, or if you want a double shot, depending on the cup size you've got. Or I'm going to use my awesome syrup from last week. So if you haven't seen how to make this, so easy. Now by the way, those of you who are going to give it a go, it may smell overcooked when you actually first brew it and you put it in a jar, but let me tell you, it'll be amazing. So don't stress about the smell of overcook. It'll actually be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to put into this about 30 grams, 20 to 30 grams, okay, depending on how strong you like it. Oh, 24, that sounds like a good number. So now we're going to blitz this. That's as simple as it is. Now obviously I'm making one serve, so you might do more than that. I'd love to know in the chat, by the way, are you still buying your frappes, or are you going to make them from now on in? I'd love to know. And do say hi if you're on today. Now on a TM6 I do have a blending mode I could use. However, I'm mindful that some of you guys have 31s and 5s or other things. So what we do here is we spin it up to speed 9 and let it go. 30 seconds. Check the texture. Now this will tell us if we need to add a bit more milk, if it's too icy gluggy, but you might like icy gluggy. It really depends. Now it's also going to depend on your milk and the fat content. If you've got a lot of cream in that milk, say it's a cow's milk and you've got that cream in it, you'll find it binds to the ice and you'll end up with, it's a different texture. So you do need to play with that a little bit, not too much. But mine is perfect. Let me just turn the camera around for what I want. Now if you want it icier, by all means, you'll see mine is more like a, I don't know, milkshake texture at this point in time. Okay, can you see that? So that's more like an ice. Oh, is it even an iced coffee? I don't know. Maybe it's not even that. Now, I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to totally go off script now. This was not planned. I want it icier. Alright, so I want it more like that frappe. So excuse me while I grab the ice. As I said, off script now. Tell you, keeping it real in the caravan, that's guaranteed with me. Won't find any touch-ups here, you'll get the real deal. So I'm going to put some more ice in. I'm probably going to guess it'll be about another half a cup. Normally I find if I go too close to the cup, what happens is I end up with a sludgy bit where I end up with a liquid on the top and too icy underneath, and I've got to do one or two things. I've either got to put more milk in to compensate, or I actually need to put something like with an alcohol content, like a liqueur or something in, or even sometimes vanilla will work. But what you're trying to do is just trying to smooth it out with that alcohol. So obviously, 4 o'clock's not too bad, right, for a drink, but let's not do that today. Let me just show you. I want it a bit icier. So I've put a handful in there, back up to speed again. I could drink it as it was. generally 30 seconds is our smoothing out time. So generally 30 seconds, but 30 seconds is a long time when I'm waiting on a camera with you guys. So I'll try not to be 30 seconds. Let's have a look. This texture's looking a little bit thicker. Have a look at that. Oh, take camera. All right, here we go. You guys see how, now can you see that iciness to it? That's looking better. All right. That's probably more what you're looking for in a frappe. So you can put a straw into that and be good to go with that. So let me just get the camera up a little bit higher for you guys so you can see. There you go. So that is how you do a frappe in the Thermomix in 50 seconds. Remember the tips for those of you who want to do it with instant: 1 teaspoon of coffee, 1 teaspoon of sugar. Sorry, child coming through, and that's your one with your instant, or if you want to do a shot of coffee, that works as well. Remember, if it's getting too chunky, either put some more milk into it or put something in that thins it out, like your alcohol or your liqueurs or vanilla essence, which has that alcohol content in it. So that's it. I hope you give this a go. It will save you a bucket load of money. If you make this syrup, even just with milk, okay, it doesn't have to be today. It could literally be milk and the syrup, 200 grams, 150, 200 grams of milk, the syrup in it, and you've got yourself an ice break equivalent. Okay, so it can save you a bucket load of money, or maybe your family, you know, if you're feeding your kids or treating them more so to something like that. As I said though, can have chocolate in it, some cocoa powder in there, and that's going to be a mocha as well. So that's it. I hope you'll give it a go, and when you do, let me know. I love to hear from you, and I love to know you're getting more and more out of your Thermomix, getting inspired, and giving some new things a go. Oh, by the way, there is one on Cookie Dough as well that does have the instant and the sugar if you really do need a guide to follow. But give it a go. Start stepping out of your comfort zone and see if it's something that you can then embrace and then modify to make it your own. But otherwise, guys, take care. I'll see you back here tomorrow for some more cooking. See you then, guys. Bye for now.